Okay, so good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. And once again, guys, welcome back to Rio Academy. So I hope I am visible, and I also hope that my voice is clear. Okay, so fine, guys. So as you are quite well aware, guys, Rio Academy has been offering you its training services, guys, for all those aspirants who are preparing for the PGCET examinations for a quite a long period of time now. So we are conducting classes simultaneously also on app and on YouTube too, guys. So join in daily live on YouTube for the PGCET MCA mathematics classes. Okay, I myself will be conducting the particular class, guys, and kindly do check out the previous classes that we have uploaded on YouTube too, especially for MCA students. The classes for MBA students will be conducted differently by another well able professor, so you'll get out the notification. So subscribe to our channel, guys. Check out the previous videos before joining into this particular class. I have explained in detail with respect to the basics of what coordinate geometry has been included in the PGCET syllabus by the KEA. All right. I'd also like to welcome all my friends who are watching me simultaneously on app, guys. So thank you once again for joining in. Okay. So as you are quite well aware, guys, we are dealing with the particular topic of conic section, which is one more important topic that you can expect questions from in your examination. Nonetheless, you can expect 2 questions or 3 questions, guys. It varies each and every year. But after the change of syllabus, that is after 2021, maximum number of questions have been asked from the coordinate geometry part and also from trigonometry. But nonetheless, we are going to cover up those syllabus, guys, in quite an detail. To many among you who are watching us for the first time on YouTube, guys, all the classes will be on an online basis. The classes will be available to you on a recorded, definitely recorded format too. So for that particular approach, guys, you'll have to download up the app Rio app from Google Play Store. Download it. Of course, the links have been given out in the description. WhatsApp group channel and the Telegram channel have also been created for all those aspirants belonging to the PGCET preparation. Join in there too, guys, so that all the notifications and any other issues will be brought to your attention. Okay, and do like the video, guys, if you're able to understand. If you have any suggestions, any comments, please, guys, let us know in the comment section. And if there are any doubts with respect to the previous sessions, guys, please ask also on YouTube and also simultaneously on app. Okay, so before starting up with today's class, guys, we are going to be covering up problems now. Problems basically on an average basis, and also some of the more expected and complicated questions too we are going to cover out. But before that, let me tell you something regarding myself. For the first time, a number of students might be watching me, guys. So I am an engineer professionally. I have been an engineer, and I'm also an educator out of passion, guys, out of interest. So it's been nearly about 7 years now, more than 6 years. You can say that I've been into this field of competitive work, not just for the PGCET, but also for the Public Service Commission examinations, let it be central basis or on a state basis, and also for the banking examinations, and also for the CA preparation examination. Okay, so this experience is what we are going to help in order to guide you so that you can meet up much more than your expectation. All right, so join in, guys, daily on YouTube for the classes PGCET MCA mathematics. Okay, na? And do like the video, guys, if you're able to understand. Okay, so today we are going to start up with the problems, guys. In the previous session too, I have covered up 2 or 3 questions. I hope that has been clear out. Okay, so first of all, look at the first question and try to understand the question. First read the question, guys, analyze it, and then you will be able to come up with the approach. Okay, don't directly jump into applying for the formulas and everything. So these are the basic questions that I've included today. Okay, the focal distance of a point on the parabola y square is equals 8x is 10. Its coordinates are. Okay, so he is particularly talking about parabola, guys. The equation of the parabola has been given, and he has also given us the focal distance. Now equation of the parabola, we are basically well aware, y square is equals to 4ax. That will be the equation. And here is also given us the focal distance, guys. Focal distance stands for what? It is nothing but the value of c. Okay, focal distance is nothing but the distance of the particular point, guys, from the focus. Okay, the distance of a particular point from the directrix, that is the focal distance. Now see here, guys, y square is equals to 8x. That is the equation which has been clearly mentioned here. Y square is equals to 8x. Now it is clearly visible here that our parabola lies along the x-axis. Why? Because this is a standard equation, guys. Y square is equals to 4ax. Correct? You are defining everything with the help of y here. So basically our parabola, it lies along the x-axis. So on a rough basis, if you want, you can consider this will be what? Your parabola, and here you will be directrix line. Okay, imaginary line. And the equation of the directrix, guys, that is what? X plus of a is equals to 0. Correct? The equation of directrix. Basically here you'll be having focus f, and what are the coordinates here? A comma 0, positive a. And on the same basis here, this particular distance will be what? It will be on the negative side of a. Okay, this is positive a, and here the directrix will be at a length of a, same format but on the negative side, hence it is known to be what? Minus a. Here you can also write the equation, guys, to be equal to x is equals to minus of a. They are both one and the same equation of the directrix here. Now in this question he has suggested that focal distance of one particular point. Suppose there is a point somewhere, we are going to take that point here, px comma y. Okay, you can take out anywhere the point you want, but basically we are taking it here. And in this particular question is also given us what, guys? Is also given us the focal distance. Focal distance means what, guys? X plus of a. Correct? Focal distance. How is that possible? Because see here in case of a parabola, if I take in, what does a parabola specify here? In case of a parabola, guys, okay, suppose if I take out a point here, okay, I'll take this particular point to be a. Point A, this is what? PA is nothing but the perpendicular line that we are drawing from the directrix to this point. Okay, and PF is nothing but the distance of the point from the focus. Correct? Now in case of parabola, we already know that the distance of this particular point from the focus and also from the directrix, they are equal in case of parabola. Okay, that is the ready-made condition for parabola. PF is equals PA. Okay, PF is equals PA here. This distance is what? PF, and this is nothing but PA. So basically we can say here x plus of A is equals to 10. Okay, because PF and PA both are one and the same, and PA is equals to what? That is nothing but x plus of A. Equation already has been defined here. So x plus of A is also equal to 10. X plus of A is equals to 10. Now here we don't know the value of A, but we can use this particular equation in order to determine the value of A. Just by comparison here, guys, you can say the value of 4A is equals to 8. Correct? Just compare the value y and y, x and x, 4A and 8. They are the only values remaining here. So 4A is equals to 8. What is the value of A? That is nothing but 2. 8 upon 4, which is nothing but 2. Now you have obtained the value of A. Just substitute that here. Already the equation of directrix we know from the standard basis, and the value has been given to be 10. So we are going to substitute it out here. So what will this imply, guys? See, x plus of 2 is equals to 10, and the value of x will be what? It will be equal to 8. 10 minus of 2. Okay, but now, guys, in the question they have asked us what? They have asked us the point. Okay, they are asking us this particular point. And now here focus has been clearly specified, which is nothing but a comma 0. Okay, a comma 0. Now here the question comes, guys. See here, suppose if I take in this particular point P, okay, the value of x will be equal to a and the value of y will be equal to 0 if in case this point lies here. Okay, if in case this point lies here, okay, the value of x will be what? It will be nothing but a, and the value of y will be what? It will be nothing but 0. Okay, we already have obtained the value of a here. What is the value of A? Which is nothing but 2. Okay, the value of A is nothing but 2. Now here what I'm trying to say is you need the coordinates of x and y here. You need the coordinates of x and coordinates of y. And now what is x equal to? X is equals to 8, which we have already obtained. The value of x is equals to 8. We have already obtained that. Now we need to find out the value of y. How can we do that? Basically, they have given us the equation of the parabola. Y square is equals to 4a into x. We have the value of a, we have the value of x. Just substitute and simplify. So y square is equals to 4 into a. What is a, guys? A is nothing but 2. Okay, just by comparison we have obtained that value. A is nothing but 2, and the value of x, guys, what is the value of x? It is nothing but 8 here. Okay, so 4 into 2 is nothing but what? 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 8 is nothing but 64. So root of 64 will be value of y. Of course it will be what? Plus or minus. Okay, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 8 is nothing but 64. So y is equals root of 64, and as we are taking the square root, we are going to consider both the positive sign and negative sign, because we are not really sure whether the point lies in the first quadrant or it lies in the fourth quadrant. We are not sure, so we are going to take out both the conditions here. So what will be the value of y, guys? It will be nothing but basically plus or minus of 8. Root of 64 is nothing but 8. The value of y is nothing but plus or minus of 8. So coordinates of x comma y, which is the point, guys, unknown point that we have taken. The value of x is nothing but 8. The value of y is nothing but plus or minus of 8. And that is nothing but option number 4. Okay, I'll explain it once again. It is very simple. They have given us the equation y square is equals 8x. We are comparing that with the standard format, and 4a is equal to 8. By that we are obtaining the value of a, which is equal to 2. Okay, now, and now here we need the coordinates of that particular point p, x comma y. Now guys, if x is equals to a and y is equals to 0, that will be the focus, right? We have already obtained the value of x is equal to 8 here. How did we do that? Because in the question he has also given us this particular value, 10, focal distance. Focal distance, this pf, okay, pf is also equal to pa. Okay, focal distance is nothing but a distance of this particular point from the focus. From the focus. Okay, pf is equals to pa. And what is pa? Directrix length. Directrix equation is already known. X plus a is equals to 10. What is a? 2. Substitute and simplify. We have the equation here, y square is equals 4ax. Substitute once again and simplify. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Please excuse me. Okay, I hope that is clear, guys. It is quite an easy one. If you got doubts, please ask. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next particular question. Okay, so this is the second question. Please read the question and try to understand, guys. Find the equation of parabola if focus f 4, 0 and a point negative 2, 6 lie on the directrix. Okay, is basically asking us in order to find out the equation of the parabola. Okay, please excuse me a minute, guys. Just try to solve this one. Read the question and try to understand. Okay, sorry guys. So see here, what's he asking us? In this question, he is asking us in order to find out the equation of the parabola, right? He has given us the coordinate of the focus. He has given us what? The coordinates of a particular point P, particular point P, negative 2, 6, which lies on the directrix. So basically, if I draw out a diagram here on a rough basis, okay, this will be my parabola, and we need to have an directrix here, imaginary line. So I'll take this one to be our directrix, an imaginary line, and this will be the fixed point, focus F, Already in this particular question, they have given us the coordinates of focus, which is what? 4, 0. Okay. And they have also given us the coordinates of another particular point, negative 2, 6. This point, guys, lies on the directrix. Okay, given clearly in the question. So here I'll take that point P, which has the coordinate negative 2, 6. Alright. And now he's asking us, in order to find out the equation of the parabola, we need to find out the equation of this particular parabola. So now we'll do one thing here, guys. Here, in order to find out the equation, we need to have something belonging actually to this parabola. Correct? These are the reference points here. But there isn't anything clearly mentioned with respect to this parabola, on this parabola or R. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to take out one point here, imaginary point X. I'll take that point to be, A. And we are going to take the coordinates of that point, which are unknown, to be X, Y. Now, basically, once again, we know that the distance of this point A from the focus and distance of this point A from P, they are both one and the same. Okay, we are going to use out that condition here. Now the question comes, many of the students get this question, sir, how should we know that we have to assume that there is a point A here? And how should we know that we are going to use this particular condition only? Okay, basically, see here, guys, in case of parabola, there is only one condition. Distance of point A from focus and directrix is same. Apart from that, there is no other condition. Whenever there is unknown value, or not only in case of parabola, in case of any of the question, whenever there is something that you don't know, just try to use out the conditions that you already know, like standard conditions, just in case of this particular parabola. So that is the only condition here, and that is what we are going to use out. Now, if you look at this particular diagram, you can very clearly say that FA is not equal to P, obviously, but we are using the standard condition. These diagrams are not perfect. You don't need to draw them in your examination. Just in order to explain you, we are considering that. So PA is equals AF. Okay? These both distances are one and the same. Now P and A, we can use the formula, distance in between 2 points. A and F, we can use the formula, distance in between 2 points. What is that, guys? Square root of x2 minus of x1 whole square is equals to square root of x2 minus of x1 whole square. Now P and A, that is what? X minus of minus 2, that will be plus 2 here, whole square, correct? X minus of minus 2 whole square plus of y minus of 6 plus of y minus of 6 whole square. This is what? This is nothing but the distance PA, and this particular distance is equal to the distance is in between these particular points A and F. So distance in between 2 points is given by root of x2 minus x1 whole square. X2 will take that to be x. You can take out even 4 if you want, but nonetheless that will be easier here. X minus of 4 whole square, x minus of 4 whole square plus of y minus of 0 whole square. Now you have to simplify this. Root and root, they'll both get cancelled out. Now I'll just write down the value on a simplified basis, a plus b whole square. What will be that? A square plus of 2ab plus of b square, and then a minus of b whole square. A square minus of 2ab plus of b square, and that is nothing but 36, which is equals, on the right hand side, a minus b whole square is nothing but a square minus of 2ab plus of b square here, correct, 4 square, and then plus of y square. Okay, so now here, guys, basically x square and y square on the left hand side and right hand side, they'll both get cancelled out. x square, y square and y square. So now you'll have to simplify out this particular equation. So negative of 12y, and this will be what? If you take that on the 4x, 8x. Okay, we'll simplify this one. 4x plus of 8x, that will be what? 12x. Okay, so 12x will be equal to 36 minus of 16. I'll just write it down here. Will be equal to, so 16 minus of 36 and 12y. Okay, 36 plus of 4 is 40, taking that 16 minus of 40 plus of 12y. 16 minus of 40 plus of 12y. Okay, so 12x will be equal to 12y minus of 4, and this will be 24. So 12x is equals 12y minus of 24. Did I do something wrong here? So just a minute, yeah. See, basically, I think I have skipped out a method here or something. So 12y will be equal to 12x plus of 24. So y will be equals x plus of 2. But basically, it should have been on a square basis here, right? X plus of 2. Okay. Yes, just a minute, guys. I think I have done some mistake here. Distance formula is same. X minus 4 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. X plus 2 whole square plus y minus, yes, it is right. Just a minute, yeah. Let me just check in. Okay. Yes. Yes, guys. So looking, guys, there is one mistake here that I have committed. Here, basically, if you can see this particular point P, okay, which is negative 2 comma 6, here already we have the value of y. Okay, we already have this particular value of y. This is 6, right? Correct? This distance is nothing but 6 here. Here, this distance is 6. And basically, from that basis, we can say this distance is also 6. Correct? We don't know the x coordinate here. X coordinate we don't know. Of course, here in this particular diagram, I have taken the point to be here in this particular diagram. But it doesn't necessarily mean that A and F, they both lie along the y-axis here. Okay, basically you'll have to take out some of the values from the diagram, from analyzation, because as you can see, guys, in your options they have given you this particular equation on a square basis. The maximum degree here is 2. Even this is right here, but basically they have given on the basis of option. If you see here, the maximum degree is 2. So on that basis itself, you'll have to derive out this particular equation. Okay, so here for that sake, what we are going to do, the value of y here, the value of y can be taken to be equal to what? 6, correct? Because this particular distance has been given, which is nothing but 6. This distance, that will also be 6. And here the value of x is not known, because A and F, they do not lie along the same line. They don't lie along the same line in case of this particular format here. The value of y only has been given. Even this format is right here. Okay, if you consider this, y is equal to x plus 2, that is also right, nothing is wrong here. But if you look at the question, the values have been obtained on a square basis, so we need to identify the values here once again only on the basis of square. So for that, we are going to take out the value of y, guys. The value of y we are taking to be equal to 6. Okay, so I'll just erase it here. I'll just write down the values once again. Okay, see, y minus of 6, but the value of y we already know, it is also 6, it is also 6. So 6 minus of 6, that will be equal to 0, and 0 square is nothing but 0. Okay, why we are doing that, guys? We are basically doing that because of our options. If you look at the options, they are in square basis. They haven't mentioned it in the question that we have to square them, or we have to assume these values, or we have to derive them or analyze them. Just by looking at the options only, we'll have to understand that we have got to substitute this one. Okay, they are both one and the same. So on the right hand side here, the values will be particularly same only. It will be what? X minus of 4 whole square plus of y minus of 0 whole square. Okay, here we are not going to substitute the value of y here. Okay, we are not going to substitute the value of y, because with respect to this and this here, we have to once again express them in a y square basis. We are not going to substitute that value here. Okay, because once we get up with this particular problem, you'll understand it, and don't worry, I'll explain it once again. Okay, so square and square, they'll both get cancelled out. A plus of b whole square, a square plus of 4x plus of 4 plus of 0, and that will be equal to what? On the right hand side, a minus of b whole square, a square minus of 2ab plus of b square plus of y square. Okay, so now guys, x square and x square on the right and left hand side, they'll both get cancelled out. So we need to find out the value of y square, because parabola guys, it lies along x axis. That is what we have assumed, and as you can also see in the option, they have given us the options lying along the lying along the x axis only. So y square will be equal to what? This 8x will move on to the right, 12x minus of 16. Y square will be equal to 12x minus of 16. Y square will be equals 12x minus of 16. So now here you can take out the value of 12 to be common or 4 to be common guys. So 4 into 3x minus of 4. Okay. Oh sorry, there's another 4 here, right? That will be minus 1. Sorry guys. See here, this 16, you'll take it on the left hand side, minus 16 plus of 4, that will be what? Negative of 12. So 12x minus negative of 12. Now you can take out the value of 12 to be constant here. So 12 multiplied with x minus of 1. So y square is equals 12 into x minus of 1, and that is nothing but option number B guys, option number B 2. Okay, so see here, I'll explain it once again. In this question, they have asked us in order to find out the equation of a parabola whose focus has been given as 4, 0, and the point negative 2, 6 has been given, which lies on the directrix. Okay, so by reading the question, we have to understand that the parabola lies along x-axis. Why? Because the focus is positive here, plus a, 0, it lies along positive x-axis. Okay, and then negative 2, 6, basically it lies along the second quadrant, because minus 2 along x and 6 positive, that will lead us to the second quadrant. All right, and we are taking one point here A on the parabola, because there is only one condition that we are going to use. AF is equal to AP. Parabola guys, parabola is nothing but collection of all those points which move such that its distance from focus and also from directrix are same. That is the standard definition of a parabola, correct? So AF is equals to AP. We have substituted that. What is AP? X minus of minus is nothing but x plus 2 whole square plus of y minus of 6 whole square, and we are substituting the value of y here guys. We are substituting the value of y to be equal to 6. Okay, that is what we have basically done, because 6 and 6, they are both one and the same. How can we say that? Because this distance will be perpendicular, correct? Basically we take the distance from directrix to be on a perpendicular basis, only then the condition of parabola will be satisfied. Hence we can say 6 and 6 value are one and the same. And on the right hand side, a and f, x minus of 4 whole square plus of y minus of 0 whole square. We are not substituting the value of y here. Here if you substitute, not at all an issue, you can substitute that, but we aren't substituting because in the options guys, they have asked us this equation on a second degree basis, y square. We are going to need one of the y square here. Okay, so we are not substituting the value of y to be 6 here. As it is, we are taking y minus 0 whole square, and on simplification we are getting out the value here 12x minus 12. We are taking 12 to be common on the outside, so 12 into x minus of 1 is equals to y square, and this guys is nothing but the equation of the parabola. Okay, so any doubts, please ask. If you got doubts guys, please ask. Okay, those guys who are watching me, who will be watching me on YouTube guys, if you have any particular suggestions, please let us know. And these questions guys, many of the students expect you know, whatever the strategy is. As a student too, I am telling that initially while I was preparing, I wanted to solve all the questions one after the other, one after the other, you know, without any practice and efforts and all that, because we have already studied, we have completed our PU level, we have completed our graduations and some other degrees, something and something. Okay, please don't follow that, because initially when you are practicing, it is going to consume more time. You have to be patient, and it is going to consume more time. You'll have to understand the methods, and please keep your sources limited, because preparation should be as per the requirement. Whatever KE is asking, only according to that you'll have to prepare. Don't just keep on reading too many books. Okay, of course you're reading it for knowledge, then it is quite good, but keep your sources limited. Start beginning from little and little. Don't keep on your goals to be on a too large basis. Prepare on a daily basis, consistent and revised basis. Okay, so now we'll particularly move on to the next question, guys, considering that you guys don't have any particular doubts. Okay, so this particular question, guys, many of the students get really confused and are afraid whenever they see these kind of questions. So just try to read out the question and understand. Okay, in the parabola y square is equals x, what is the length of the chord passing through the vertex and inclined to the x-axis at an angle theta? All right. So basically, guys, in this question, he has given us that the parabola equation is y square is equals x, which means what? Our parabola lies along positive x-axis, correct? Y square is equals to 4a into x. That format this is. The value of a is 1 upon 4. By this basis, we can say the parabola, guys, it lies along what? It lies along the positive x-axis. Okay, I'll take this one to be our parabola just on a rough basis. Okay, and then what is the length of the chord passing through the vertex? What do you mean by vertex? Vertex means the curve, not only parabola but any curve. Any curve which cuts out the particular axis, that is said to be vertex. In this case, this is our parabola which is cutting out the axis here at this point. So this will be what? That will be the vertex. Okay, basically vertex is the point of intersection of the given particular curve and the x or the y axis. It can be any axis here. Okay, as this lies along x, we are taking it to be here along x axis. Okay, now he is saying that the chord is passing through the vertex and it is inclined to the x-axis at an angle of theta. So I am going to consider another point here, because basically a chord means any line which passes, guys, which passes through any 2 points on the parabola, which touches any 2 points on the parabola. That is the chord. Okay, and if that same line passes through the lattice rectum and is perpendicular to the axis, such a chord is known to be what? It is known to be a lattice rectum, correct? That line or chord that passes through the focus. Suppose this is the focus here, and there was any other line which was passing through the focus and was also perpendicular to the axis. Such a chord would have been what? Lattice rectum. But here basically he is saying only a chord. Chord means what? It does not pass through this focus here. It passes somewhere else. Okay, it basically cuts out any of the 2 points. I am going to assume those 2 points to be here on this basis. Okay, just a rough diagram, guys. No need to draw them on a very clean basis, so that you will be able to understand. Okay, this is the chord here. I'll take this to be A. I'll take this one to be what? Oh, I'll take that to be O. Okay, origin 0, 0. This is also the vertex. This is also the origin here. Okay, and now he is asking us to find out what? Length of the chord. Length of the chord, that is what we want to find out, and he has also given us an angle. This particular chord makes an angle of theta with the x-axis. That has been given here. Okay, see here, guys. Now in this question, so in this question, one important point here, this is the angle theta. He's asking us to find out the length of the chord. Now here what we are going to do, we are going to assume the length of this particular chord to be a constant. we'll take that to be constant. Okay, and now here one more question, guys, one more doubt many of the students might get. Is it necessary that we have to take this vertex at origin only or not? Okay, here this vertex, it is point of intersection. I have taken that to be at the origin. You can take it anywhere else if you want. Okay, you can take out that vertex, guys, not only at the origin, you can take it anywhere else. But in this particular question, it will be easier for us in order to calculate, in order to go out with this simplification, if the coordinate of this particular point are already known to us. Okay, it is better if we take this point at vertex, at origin. So here this particular point is unknown, that we are going to take out as x comma y. Okay, x comma y. Now here this length will be what? This length will be x, correct? And this length will be what? This length will be y. Okay, that will be y. And AO, which is nothing but the length of the chord that we need to find, I'll take that to be m. AO, the length of the chord that we have to find, I'm going to take that to be m. Okay, now here angle has been given theta. Basically, whenever an angle has been given and whenever there is a triangle being formed, you can go out with the trigonometric function. Okay, that is the first principle, everyone knows. And if you also look at your options, guys, there are also trigonometric functions here. So anyhow, you have to deal with this question on a trigonometric basis only. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the value of sine theta. Okay, what is sine theta? Opposite upon hypotenuse. What is the opposite here? Y. Opposite is nothing but y divided by hypotenuse is nothing but m. That is the length of the chord that we have obtained. Okay, which is nothing but m. And I can take out, guys, the value of y to be equal to m into sine theta. On this basis, I can write in the value of y as m into sine theta, cross multiplying. And once again, I'm also going to take out the value of cos theta here. The value of cos theta will be equal to what? Adjacent or base x divided by m, x divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse we have assumed that to be m. AO is equal to m. That is what we have to calculate here. Okay. So here I can write in the value of x is equal to m into cos theta. Correct? Fine. Now, do we have to take only sine and cos? No, not at all necessary. You can take in tan, you can take in cot, you can take in anything you want. Basically, trigonometric function, there are three: sine, cos and tan. And the other three complementary are basically the reciprocal of those. If you look at the options here, secant is here, which is nothing but reciprocal of cos. Okay, cot is also present here, but basically sine and cos, that will be easier. Okay, initially those are the only two values which we are focusing. Okay, you can also take in tan, not at all an issue, but we are going to need out only sine theta and cos theta basis only. Why? Because already given in the question, y square is equals to x. We have obtained the value of y, we have obtained the value of x. Even if you take in tan theta here, you will not be able to identify the value of x and y clearly as we have done here. Okay, tan theta is what? Opposite upon adjacent. So y upon x, that will be, y is also unknown, x is also unknown. So it will be very much complicated. Here it is quite clear. Y is clear and x is clear. All we have to do is substitute the value here, because this is a given equation. This equation on substitution has to be satisfied. Okay, if any particular point lies on any of the curve, then the given equation has to be satisfied, guys. That is the basic condition. So what is y here? M sine theta. And what is x? M cos theta. M into sine theta whole square, which is nothing but y square, and m into cos theta, which is nothing but what? X square. So I can take in the value of m square is equal to m into cos theta divided by sine theta. Okay, m and m, they'll both get what? Cancelled out. So what is the value of y? M. M is nothing but cos theta, cos upon sine square. It is square here, right? Cos upon sine square. So cos theta upon sine theta, that will be cot. Cos upon sine is nothing but cot. So cot theta multiplied with one of the sine will be remaining here, right? cos theta divided by sin theta into sin theta. Okay, sin theta into sin theta. Cos upon sin is nothing but cot. 1 upon sin is nothing but cosecant theta. So m, guys, which is nothing but the length of the chord that we had assumed, is equals to cot theta into cosecant theta, and that is nothing but option number. Which option here? No option at all. Okay. Okay, cos theta into cosecant square. Option number second one, cos theta into cosecant square. Okay, why? Because see here, guys, cos theta upon sine we have taken that one to be cot, and 1 upon sine we have taken that one to be cosecant. But here basically, if you look in here, cos theta as it is cos theta we can also take in. Cos theta is cos theta. 1 upon sine square, reciprocal of sine is nothing but cosecant. So 1 upon sine square is nothing but cosecant square theta. Okay, so cos theta into cosecant square theta, that will also be the value of the m here that we are looking for. It depends on your options, guys. In your options, they haven't given us the value on cot into cosecant basis. They have given it on a square basis. So cos theta into cosecant square, which is nothing but option number B. Okay, square, 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 and square basis they have given. We have taken that on a square basis. You can also take in your answer to be cot into cosecant. They are both one and the same only. Okay, I hope it is clear, guys. If you got doubts, please ask. Okay, so I hope it is clear and you are able to understand. See, basically I'm not going in too fast, guys, because with respect to coordinate geometry, you need to understand these questions. Okay, don't just directly go in like budging on for formulas and everything. That is the reason I'm going on very slowly. Okay, initially you'll consume up a little bit of time. Once you understand that, and you have to practice it twice or thrice at least, and then you will be able to solve questions related to this on a very simple basis. Okay, na? So now, guys, I think respectively that will be it for today, guys. Okay, and I hope you haven't got any doubts. So thanks, guys, those guys who are watching me on YouTube, who will be watching me. Do like the video if you are able to understand. If you want to join in, guys, at Rio Academy, download up the app, Rio app from Google Play Store. It is available, and description has been uploaded with the link. Join us at the WhatsApp group, join us at the Telegram channel. If you got any comments, any suggestions, please let us know. Okay, so now, guys, if you got doubts, please ask. And I'm going to continue our classes, guys. Okay, on app. Okay, so nonetheless, guys, I don't think you have any further doubts. So thanks once again for joining us live. Be seeing you again, guys, in the next class. Daily YouTube classes are being conducted for PGCET MCA aspirants who are preparing for the examination. I myself will be conducting up the mathematics classes. Join us, guys, live daily by 6:30 p.m. That is it for today. Be seeing you again, guys, in the next class. Up till then, have a great time. Take care, guys, and bye.